Great to have you back here at the Western Park Centrum in Red Deer. Cam Moon along with Craig Butt as Team Red and Team White go at it for the second straight night. Last night, Team White with a 4-2 victory over Team Red. Very similar type rosters again tonight. Just two players that are out that played last night. Forster for Team Red, Schwint for Team White. But Craig, other than that, everything else stays the same.
Yeah, the coach has mixed up some of the lines. He's going to try some different combinations up front. He's also going to use some different pairings. And, you know, for Andre Tourigny, I mean, that's really important to try to get a comfort level of who can play with one another, get through different spots. One thing we do know, the goaltenders that are starting the game are going to finish the game.
We do know that.
I do know that.
Good work by you. Brett Brochu is starting in goal for Team White. He's from the London Knights, and last season was 32-6 on the season. Down at the other end, it's going to be Taylor Gauthier. He started last night as well. He's from the Prince George Cougars, and he led the WHL in minutes played a season ago. The referees tonight, same as last evening. Braden Arcand and Colin Watt. The linesmen are Mike Roberts and Scott Fulmer.
Andre Tourigny, the head coach of Team Canada, he was behind the red bench last night. He's going to take his place behind the white bench tonight.
All right, get a look at both sides. Mitch Love is on the side of the red team. We're underway. Robertson with it to start it off for White. Across to Schneider, couldn't get his pass through. Robertson of the Edmonton Oil Kings. Across to Schneider. Get it up the middle. Now Zeri gets his pocket picked. Pelche will take it the other way. Now to Perfetti. It's in over the line. His pass through the middle, that's broken up. Goalie will keep it in. Goes in behind the net, and it is Robertson, the New York Ranger draft pick, up the boards, unable to get it out. Zeri with it, first round pick of the Calgary Flames. And a Kamloops Blazer, and he's able to shoot it in. Gauthier will hold on now, drop it off for Jordan Spence, the LA King draft. Just underway here as Red and White, the second of 3 intra-squad games. They'll go Tuesday morning as well. Caden Korzak forced back. Being pressured, it comes back to the point. Shot, and that one steered away by Brochu as Justin Barron let it go from the point. So Brochu gets into it early.
Really good play by Samuel Poulin. You know, as they're trying to put pressure and get the puck, Samuel Poulin got there quickly, and then now that creates the opportunity to retrieve the puck, and the puck goes back to Barron and gets deflected out of the rink.
Byfield able to win that draw, just pops out of the zone. Byram back into his own, or to his own blue line to Poulin. And now to Byram. Go cross ice to Harley, now to Poulin. Dish it to Byfield, his shot, that's blocked by Korzak, had it in his skates. Cross, can't quite get it out though. Byfield's gonna keep it in, makes a nice little move, and then gets checked on the second offering by Thomas Harley. Picked in on the point by Krebs. Will get it low, give it to Barron. Now to Byfield, checked by Harley. Puck sent up to Clark. Get it high in the air and off the score clock, so we do get the whistle.
That score clock's a little bit too low. You gotta get it higher. Who do I talk to about that?
The guy to your right, Merrick Sutter of the Red Deer Rebels, is to our right.
All kidding aside.
He does have the power to make that happen. But you're right. Yeah, it's about right where it is. The stick's down and puck comes free, and Quinn give it to Reese in front of the net that goes right through the slot, and it's going to come out. Ryan O'Rourke's got to go back for it.
That play right there is one of the things that Andre Tourigny is trying to emphasize with his players. Keep the play below the circles. Keep the play below the goal line. Don't make it easy on a team to get out of their zone. So if you can make the play, make it, but don't hope you're going to make that play. You can bet that that'll be emphasized.
O'Rourke can give it to Lapierre. He can't get it out. Now Beckman to the point. Sabrango is shot. Pinballs off some legs. It goes over to the boards, and Reese will get it out. It's a little bit too far for Poulin. That's icing. Well, Ryan O'Rourke, the Minnesota Wild draft pick. Saw him with some power play time last night.
Very smart player.
Yeah.
You know, has a real nice composure to his game.
Captain of the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds. Shot from the point by Schneider. Gauthier the save. They'll jam away and can't get the rebound. Now Doc scores! Kirby Doc finds the loose puck in the slot, puts it upstairs, and it's 1-0 for Team White.
You know, Kirby Doc has exceptional hands, but what he demonstrated on that goal was exceptional poise. He finds a way to get that puck back into play. He's right there on Gauthier. Gauthier can't find it. He keeps it alive. He just kind of takes a step back, finds it, and through a whole lot of traffic, puts it into the net.
2:38 into this first period, makes it 1-0 for Team White. I'm going to say Tomasino picks up an assist on that.
Oh, Tomasino was the guy that got there after Kirby Doc had freed up the puck. So
I got Doc from Tomasino as it sits right now. Schneider shot, tipped just wide by Zeri. Doc. Also an assist to Braden Schneider.
He took the original shot that Gauthier couldn't corral.
So White gets the scoring going just like they did last night. And here's Schneider back into his own end, the New York Ranger first rounder.
There's a penalty on Cole Perfetti. You get your stick in on the feet and off to the box you go.
Yeah, you can't even, that one's, there's no argument against that one. That's a trip.
Simply no argument. And, you know, Red, who played from behind on Saturday night, here's the play by Perfetti. Makes an aggressive play, but he doesn't have a good angle on Schneider. The stick catches him on the legs.
First power play of the night for White, and McMichael's shot, that hits something and it goes out of play. White had a 5-on-3 last night. They scored on that, scored on a power play earlier. They went 2 for 3 last evening. And a little debate as to where the face-off is. Okay, they got it figured out. Cousins against Byfield. Clearing attempt doesn't get out. Peyton Krebs has to deal with Korzak right on him. Puck gets rimmed by Krebs. Harley keeps it in. Harley rimming it, and it'll be Korzak to the point. Oh, that Clark just about lost it. Would have been a breakaway the other way. Put it back in. White has to tag up. It's drilled down the ice. Harley, the Dallas Star first rounder, got in one playoff game in the most recent NHL playoffs. Here's Cousins getting it in on the right to Clark. Cross ice. McMichael. Back to the point. Harley to Korzak. To McMichael now. Up to the top. It'll get to Cousins. He'll come in on the right. He'll drop it. Harley will shoot it. Couldn't get it through. Cousins all the way across. Clark will shoot. The save made as Taylor Gauthier came across and read that play well.
He did, and again, tracking the puck. Very nicely done by Taylor Gauthier. Last night, Dylan Cousins scored a goal in almost that same exact spot. He switched it up. Does a little backhand behind the back play. Just as he moved in here, and what a nice pass over. The awareness by Dylan to know where the open man is.
Well, shot off a stick that hit the outside of the net. Beckman will poke it back to the point. Now Beckman gets it back. Minnesota Wild draft. Look at it low. Sabrango dropping it off, set back to the point. Millman in front of the net, and Beckman shot wide. Here's Sabrango to Mercer. Mercer check behind the net. That rim won't get out. Sabrango's going to keep it in. As they battle, Drysdale is able to bump that back, and it's sent all the way down the ice. Millman weaving his way out. Drop it back. Now Robertson to Mercer. Go all the way across, penalty over. Millman able to keep that in, so 0 for 1 on the power play for Team White. Puck sent up and out. it will be icing against Team Red. So Team Red able to kill off the penalty.
You know, one of the things that I look for is you play that first game, kind of get your bearings, understand who you're playing with and who you're against. But the pace of play that you got to play at to be on this team and to be a contributor is significant. So I'm trying to watch and see what players understand that and take the experience of last night's game and are able to get their pace of play up. Because if you can't get your pace of play up, you're not going to be a member of this team.
Wow. World Junior Championships, that's the highest pace you're going to get.
Well,
you have to pay at that.
But these are all good players.
Yep,
really
sure.
good players. But this is a step up.
Damon Hunt able to get that shot on before the whistle on Gauthier, who's keeping him busy here early. Robertson keeping it in, drilled up by Spence. Poulin got it to the neutral zone. Here's Krebs with it. Over to Poulin. Bounce it towards the net. Brochu steers it aside. Krebs to the point for Goalie. Caden Goalie on the right wing for Byfield. It got to the middle. It's a bouncing puck. And clear it out. And Goalie, the Montreal Canadian first rounder, he'll shoot it in. Zary for Doc. Doc, he has the goal here for White. Give it to Byfield. They got it to the middle, or pardon me, Robertson got it to the middle, but that was offside.
So Kirby Doc, who scored the goal for Team White, Quentin Byfield for Team Red. They just faced off against one another on that shift. But their places are assured on this team. So what they're needing to do is going to be very different than a player competing for a spot. They have more than the capability to be dominant players and prominent players at the World Junior Tournament. So they need to be working on their game to push it to that level. You know, Kirby has had the benefit of playoff hockey with the Chicago Blackhawks. Quentin's experience last year in the World Junior. I mean, that's an experience he'll bring with him. But that's where those two players are at here. We saw Kirby score the first goal, and their impact can be really significant, along with Dylan Cousins, who I believe, if you look at those three center icemen, there's no country that can rival them for a 1-2-3 powerhouse up the middle.
And behind his net is O'Rourke. Sweep it up the wing. Now bringing it in, Bork for Pelche. He gets dumped down, back to the point, but that gets taken away. McMichael, nice little play to Cousins. Cousins stopping up, pushed off of it. Perfetti, pass over to Barron, and he'll get it out. Here's Perfetti. Winnipeg Jet draft pick. The puck to the end boards. Harley with it for White. Now to Mercer. Pass off his stick, no icing, as White can make changes. Byram in behind his net. Owen Byron of the Vancouver Giants, cross ice for Suzuki. Just to the blue line, Sabrango was there. Now Mercer able to bump it back into his own end. Millman cross to Sabrango. Around for Gonsalves, but can't get it out. Reese in the right wing, and the shot that goes off of Brochu just wide of the net. Back up to the point. Byram. Now to Suzuki in front of the goal. Good save made by Brochu on the redirect. As Jack Quinn got his stick on that. Reese in the corner. Pushed around by Jarvis. Comes free. I'll rim that. Byram pinching in from the point. Mercer behind his net. They'll give it to Donovan Sabrango, and he'll slow things up. Red makes some changes. Billman up to Jarvis. The Portland Winterhawk will shoot it in.
And we just watched Boa Byram and Jamie Drysdale in the offensive zone.
Here's Zary. His shot just goes wide. Speaking of two guys that have a heck of a chance of making the team. Two returnees.
Yeah. They're 100%ers on the team. But, you know, their ability to create so many opportunities inside the offensive zone, I mean, it's such an advantage to have those two players on your team, because it's not just about directing pucks to the net, they can make those plays under sticks and through skates as well as anybody.
Puck sent in to Team Red's end. Against the boards, Seri at the top of the circle, but it's Krebs getting it out to Lapierre. Push it just in behind Schneider. Here's Robertson. Get that up to Doc. Bochy out of his net. Around the glass, but Doc able to knock it down. Puck does come out. Lapierre able to get that in. Now turning it up. Getting it out or to the line was Korzak. Now goes to Graham Clark. Into the middle for Harley. Harley after it. Puck gets to the middle, O'Rourke with it. Cross ice, will saucer that onto the tape of Pelche. Not a Byfield for Pelche. To the point, Cormier will shoot wide of the net. Bounces off the end boards. Pelche, he'll center it. Quick shot, Perfetti, and a good save made by Brochu as Perfetti had just come onto the ice for a change and got that puck in the slot.
Yeah, engaged in the play coming off the bench, not sizing it up. But Brochu makes a great read as the play comes from behind the net at the goal line. He's got his eyes there, and then when he sees where it's coming, he resets beautifully right out to the top of the crease, closes down the net. Outstanding.
Yeah, perfect. Harley able to get it out.
I think Jason LaBarbera will give him a gold star for that play.
I think so. The shot goes just wide off a stick.
Jason LaBarbera,
the goaltender
along
coach.
with Michael Dick, in isolation because they came in, they had a contact with somebody that tested positive with the group, but the goaltending coach here.
Here's Perfetti centering it. Bork unable to get his stick on it. Pass down low to Perfetti. Give it to Byram. Byram looking, gets the pass out to Reese. Loose puck, Brochu with the save, and it's picked up by Seth Jarvis.
You know, when you play with players like Bowen Byram and Jamie Drysdale, they're going to make plays. So when you're in front of the net or in those scoring, you have to expect that they're going to get you the puck. You can't be surprised and go, oh, I'm here, and then it ends up on your stick, because they will create those great opportunities.
That they do. Gonsalves.
And there's a terrific play by Jamie Drysdale. Up on the play, stops the play at the blue line. You see Byram come across. I mean, they are really complete defensemen.
Gonsalves back to the point, hammered on net, and the save made by Gauthier as Sabrango let it go. It might have been a redirect, but it was right in front of him, and Gauthier with the stop.
Again, there's the play by Byram, and you can see Maverick Bork get his stick on the puck, but you just have to go in with the mindset that they're going to make a play.
Put your stick on the ice.
Well, Jamie Drysdale made a play earlier,
sure.
Shift. He gets it to the net, creates a rebound, but you got to be ready for those opportunities because they know how to create them.
Here's Byram back into his own end.
And you see partner play there. Drysdale steps up, but Byram's right there to support him.
Penalty coming up to White when they touch it. Winding it up. Here comes Krebs. He's flying down the wing. Krebs drops it. Byram shoots it. That one just off the toe of Brochu. Still working the 6-on-5 delayed penalty. Spence. Back to Byfield. Pass to the middle. Krebs let it go. Brochu got a piece of that too.
Another great save by Brochu, reading it out on the top of the blue.
Byram to Byfield. Byram, he'll come across. Looking for a shooting lane. Finds it, then off the stick of Tomasino, and it goes out of play. We got an interference call coming up to Team White, so Team Red will get their first power play of the night.
And Tomasino makes a really good play there, skating with Byram as that puck gets deflected out of play, because if he doesn't get there with his stick, that's going to be a good shot on goal. There's the interference call on Sabrango.
Yeah. Detroit Red Wing third rounder, Sabrango in the box. And First power play of the night for Red. Lapierre will get it back to the point. Goalie across to Spence. Now to Goalie. Little spin move. Behind the net to Spence. Puck will go to Byfield. Out to Goalie. He'll shoot that off a stick. It goes wide. Krebs for Poulin. Got it to the corner. Goalie got it to the middle, and a stick comes up. Mercer was trying to shoot it out, but that hit Byfield up high. They're calling from the bench, that's a game. But that's the players calling that.
Yeah.
Helping out the referees as best they can. Yeah, just trying to spin and turn it out, or shoot it out. They caught Byfield up high.
Byfield's getting the penalty for hooking, though.
Is that right?
Yeah. Right there where he tries
penalty.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, how about that?
And he had his arm up on that hooking penalty before that happened, and certainly Mercer, as he was trying to clear the puck, the stick came up and caught Quinton Byfield.
All right. We'll go 4-on-4 for a minute 29. Why not? Here's Harley. Pass over to Korzak. Korzak will shoot wide of the net. That'll clear the zone. Harley to Korzak. Now Zary. Over to Korzak to Harley. Drop it for Zary. Give it to Korzak. Red makes changes. Korzak to Zary. Gets to the middle. Zary down low to Korzak. Just hopped over his stick. Here's Zary. Ran out of room. Perfetti. Give the puck to Spence. The LA King draft to Suzuki. Cross ice to Perfetti. He'll rim that. Cormier to Suzuki. Get it back to Cormier. Cormier shoots that off the skate of Zary. It'll go out of play as we go 4-on-4 for another 19 seconds. Just trying to open something up there. Guys playing a lot of puck possession. Hey, once you get to the 4-on-4 or the 3-on-3, nobody wants to give it up.
But again, you know, the instruction from the coaching staff is, you know, get up there on them, pressure them, be smart about your pressure. So we saw Connor Zary trying to hold on to the puck, and then Goalie gets right up on him, Perfetti gets up on him, and
smart. Here's Cousins. Buffalo Sabre first rounder, Lethbridge Hurricane.
And so for Connor playing in the Western Hockey League, Connor Zary, a lot of people might back off of him, right? Like they're saying, like, okay, well let's be careful. He can beat us, right? But that's not the way this team is going to play. They're going to play with pressure. They're going to be on you. And that's another part of the adjustment for these players. And something they have to demonstrate to the coaching staff.
Here comes Cousins. Poke the puck in. Byram back. Rims it. And Clark. Power play over. Cross ice pass over the stick of Millman. Cousins runs into Byram. Clark trying to dig it free. Bork in there as well. Referee would like them to move it, but they don't.
How many times, Cam, do you hear coaches talk like run drills, quick ups, quick up pace, right? And right there, Maverick Bork is coming out of the zone, and they work on that drill all the time. But with the back pressure that is so immense now in hockey, you got to be moving that puck. He doesn't move it. It's a turnover. Now it's a chance. So again, those little things that you got to be aware of when I talk about pace. It's pace in a lot of different areas of the game.
Here's Beckman with a chance. That's knocked away from him. You're right, though. You don't have a lot less time at this level than you would in your normal with your club team.
Yeah. Well, and they've been working on the, hey, we got to move it quickly. Get it up moving. The puck moves faster than you. And if you're not moving faster than the guy coming behind you, could be a turnover.
Loose puck. Beckman couldn't get it out. Here comes Peltier. Tried to shoot it. Beckman recovered to break it up. Peltier will get it back. He'll move it. Quick shot, saved by Brochu, and holds on. Well, there's a couple of times. That's exactly what you're talking about.
Well, that's the video evidence, right? Like, I mean, it was nice of the players out there to give us that video evidence, but it happened once, it happened twice, and then, you know, Beckman creates a turnover, then he gets it back, and then Jarvis creates a turnover, and it goes back the other way. I guess they're just seeing how alert Brent Brochu is in the net.
I think so.
Don't you like that when the players test you as a goaltender?
Oh,
Let's see if he's awake back there.
That's great. All right, Doc against Byfield. Kirby Doc, the Chicago Blackhawks, and former Saskatoon Blade, goal scorer here tonight. Scored .238 into the first. Shot by Spence wide, and then it bounced off Brochu and in. Jordan Spence let it go, and Brent Brochu got caught with a bad bounce off the end boards, and Ren ties it at 1.
Yeah, head up, trying to just get it through, but it comes off a face-off win. And there's the puck going.
Which, quite honestly, I like
so
the rule.
So here it is. Oh, that looks like a kick.
Sure.
Because that's not a redirect. That puck doesn't get there. See, no goal. Yeah. No question. They don't want players in and around the crease kicking, because now you have the risk of cutting people's hands, the goaltender and everything. So that's why they put in the distinct kicking motion. I get what you're saying, but there's a safety issue here.
It takes all the decision-making out of the referee's hands, unless it's in the crease.
But you also have players now kicking at it, and that's what you don't want.
Out to center ice is Krebs. Pass to the middle, off the stick. Just glanced off the stick of Shane Wright. Long pass. Tomasino in, just a little early.
Well, he was gone.
Yeah.
Connor Zary just couldn't get a hold of the puck. He was just a half second late on corralling that puck. He knew right where Tomasino was going. Right idea. Tomasino breaking with the speed. There's Goalie. Goalie's a physical player.
Yes, he is.
He's an outstanding skater. He's got that lower body leverage. He's got power, mobility, can pivot exceptionally well, and he's a competitor.
40 points last year with the Prince Albert Raiders. Cousins back to the blue line. Korzak, shot blocked. That's going to come out. Perfetti picks it up. Perfetti poked away by Korzak. Good recovery by Caden Korzak.
Yeah, just steady. Just stay with the play, right? I'm just going to keep coming back, and I'm going to get on to the next situation.
Here's O'Rourke. His shot blocked in front of the net. Sent off the glass and out. And it will be icing against White.
And this is what defensemen have to do. There's going to be times in the game where you make a mistake. Just get on to the next play, and that's exactly what Caden Korzak did. Settled, okay, that's okay. I'm just going to keep coming back. He made tremendous strides last year in Kelowna in his overall game. We know that the points went up, but he really made strides in his game. Vegas Golden Knights, have to be thrilled with his development.
I would think so. 49 points last year with the Kelowna Rockets. Byram. I'll give the puck to Drysdale. All the way up to Reese. Lost that, and coming back out with it, Adam Beckman, who go cross ice. To Mercer, bouncing over his stick. Byram. Run into by Beckman. Jack Quinn. And slide up the right wing, gets checked on the play by Mercer. His pass to Beckman. Beckman bringing it in front. His pass across to Jarvis just missed. Sabrango across, shot doesn't get through. Beckman put it towards the net. Get back to the blue line. Sabrango, shot blocked in front of the net. Reese, just to center ice. We caught Sabrango right in the face with a glove there. Here's Beckman and Spokane Chiefs. Dump it in. Byram.
What a nice poised play by Byram, isn't it? Like just a little 3-foot pass, scoring chance.
Good shot and a nice save by
below the goal line, poised, calm, just a little, there's where the out is, boom. Can't teach that. Now, I know Merrick Sutter does so many terrific things here for the Red Deer Rebels, right? Is it possible for him to get us a dressing room cam for between periods? Because I don't know what Andre Tourney is going to tell the team, but I have a sneaking suspicion it's going to be, if we keep turning the puck over and not moving it very fast, you guys better smarten up. There are more than enough examples of them really being poor in that area.
Here's Thomasino. Well, hey, I'll put in the request. I make no promises. Was in on the offside. White had to tag up. Spence over to Goalie and able to shoot it down into the white zone. Brochu. Now to Doc. Kirby Doc. Get it in. He'll get it himself. Thomasino going to the front. Doc to Thomasino and stopped by Gauthier.
What a nice play by Doc and Thomasino to slide over to give Doc an opportunity to make a play.
Pelche, or make that Perfetti will bring it in. Perfetti shoots it. Brochu the save. To the point. Cormier will let it go. Bad save by Brochu. Right at the buzzer as Team Red gets some opportunities.
Okay, they have got some opportunities.
Yep.
You know, this is a competition. It's a competition for a spot on the team. And do you know who's making a strong case for himself? The young man in net for Team White, Brett Brochu. He has been, in his half a game yesterday and his first game here, outstanding. You know, that stability in the net, that calm, that composure, that understanding of where the threats are coming from, he's been outstanding.
He plays a quiet game.
Yep.
There's not a lot of flipping and flopping around. He's in the right spot, plays positionally well.
Yes, yeah, very well done. You know, things you're looking for, things that you got to keep demonstrating, and really impressive, you know, what we'll call 2.5 periods now by Brett Brochu, and that's what you want to keep doing. Keep making those positive impressions.
Red outshoots White 10-8 in the first period. White gets the only goal, 2:38 in, and it was Kirby Doc from Thomasino and Schneider. We're going to take a break. When we come back,
but I want to let our audience know.
Let them know.
You know, we usually don't get breaks in the intermission, but we're going to take a break here. But Cam and I are going to do a little Twitter video summarizing the first period.
Sounds like fun to me.
Look forward from my feed, Craig J. Button.
Okay, you got it, Craig J. Button. We're getting on it. We'll talk to you in the second period. Hope you had a great first intermission. It's Cam Moon and Craig Button. We are back upstairs. We're at Western Park Centrum in Red Deer as Team White and Team Red play the second game of the 3-game intra-squad series, which I've just deemed it the intra-squad series. Today should be, and it's very unfortunate, it's not Grey Cup Sunday because it should be Grey Cup Sunday, and I miss Grey Cup Sunday.
Don't we all?
Yeah.
But do you know there was a most outstanding player in the Grey Cup game today?
There was?
Chase Claypool of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes.
10th touchdown of the year.
Perfect.
You know, so, you know, Chris Cuthbert on the call.
Yeah.
You know, doing the games.
Well, hopefully next year we will have one. Next year
yes,
we will
hopefully
have
we will.
We will have a Grey Cup.
Well, they're in the planning stages right now with the CFL, trying to formulate a schedule, get out in front on it. Nothing wrong with optimism.
No, not at all. No, we're optimistic that this is going to be a great period of hockey, and we're looking forward to it. So 1-0 Team White. Kirby Doc was the goal scorer in the first period. Underway in the second, Spence. Across to Byram. Up to Perfetti, he can direct it in. Brochu. Rimmed it, but it was kept in by Bork. Bork able to dig that out of the skates of Robertson. Pinned up against the boards by Robertson. It goes to the line. Spence over to Byram. Hack it down to Perfetti. Now to Bork. Dylan Cousins right on him. Bork slides off that check out to Perfetti, and he fanned on the shot. Didn't get a lot on it. Spence will keep it in. Give it to Perfetti. The Winnipeg Jet draft pick. Now Spence, his shot hits a stick, goes up in the air. Gloved up to Cousins, his breakaway pass. McMichael will shoot, pad save, rebound, that's stopped too by Gauthier. Two chances for McMichael, and Taylor Gauthier shuts the door. Perfetti. And the puck cleared out. Harley. Now it comes up. Spence got it over to the at least top of the circle. Byfield's going to wind it up. The LA King draft pick. Brought it in. That's offside, but wow, what an opportunity for Connor McMichael, a Washington Capital first rounder.
Well, he realized there was an opening, and then Dylan Cousins right through the seam. Taylor Gauthier, though, right with Connor McMichael. McMichael appeared to be going for the 5-hole, but shut down by Taylor Gauthier.
Harley. A little back forward for Team White. Harley put it off the back of the net. Byfield get bumped on the play. Puck comes free. Byfield will jam it in front of the net and comes loose. Mercer will get it out. Give it to Beckman. Beckman to the corner, taken away. Krebs, his pass. It's too far for Byfield. That'll be icing against Team Red.
At previous play, Quentin Byfield takes the puck right to the net, into the crease area. I mean, he's got a big physical stature to him, and as he learns how to impose himself more, he's going to be much more difficult to be able to handle. I talk about Mark Messier. We all remember Mark Messier.
Yes.
And Mark Messier was a very gifted player. And he's different than Quentin, or Quentin's different than Mark. But once Mark realized how he could impose himself, he became a superstar, a dominant player. And that's part of development too. And then Quentin Byfield, once he starts to realize how imposing he can be with that physical stature, he becomes that much more unstoppable.
Byfield of the Sudbury Wolves. Millman. Right wing got it out. Reese shoot it right back in. Brochu set it behind the net. Millman, his pass. The center for Doc. Now on the right wing, Tomasino dumped it in. Zeri down to Doc. Broken up. And up the left side, Suzuki got it out. Give it to Quinn. Reese after it. On the end board, gets it free. Suzuki goes to the front of the net, back to the point. Cormier let it go, and the save by Brochu. Zeri can get it off the boards. The center for Doc. Doc, a little spin move off the outside of the net. Rebound, scores! Doc put it off the outside of the net. It came in front of the goal, and that one gets put home past Gauthier, and White will go up by a score of 2-0.
What a pirouette by Kirby Doc, but as we saw earlier, Tomasino going to the right spot at the right time, just slows up, reads the play, sees it come out. Ryan Suzuki turns the wrong way, and there it is, right behind the net, right into the net behind Gauthier. Connor Zeri also makes a terrific play with the center drive. So that pushes that other defenseman back, and now Tomasino can kind of come into that area, and that's where Ryan Suzuki has to pick him up. He does it. Tomasino with a nice read, and Kirby Doc with 1 goal, 1 assist. And I mean, there's this great size advantage with Kirby Doc, but there's this sublime, graceful elegance to his skill. You just saw it right there.
Little spinorama. Nice play. Tomasino finishes it off. Nashville Predator first rounder. Plays with the Oshawa Generals.
You know what I need to do? I need to send that to Denny Savard in Chicago and say, does this remind you of anybody?
And it's very Savardian spinorama-like, yes. So Team White up by a score of 2-0. Here comes Red through center. LaPierre. Now Byram, the one-time shot off the stick of Robertson that launches out of play. Yeah, such a smooth move by Doc. Just makes it look easy. Makes it look simple.
Well, he does it. You know, you have that size and that reach. And now, where does the defender go with you? How does he handle you? I mean, he's a terrific skater. He's got terrific hands. He's got confidence.
Strength.
Patrice Bergeron Played 71 games, I believe, in the NHL in the 2003-2004 season. Penalty upcoming here.
Roche will go to the bench for the extra attacker on the delayed penalty.
So just quickly back to Patrice Bergeron. Yep. He came to the World Junior Championship at Grand Forks in 2005. He was the most valuable player. There's no reason to believe that Kirby Dach can't emulate that for the 2021 World Junior Championship.
Poulin will go off for the trip. And that will give Team White their third power.
That's one of those penalties, you know, if you're Samuel Poulin, they kind of just got locked up there. I don't think he was reaching or tripping, but
Sabrango cross ice, but went off the shin pads of Dach. Puck gets cleared out, almost shorthanded 2-on-1.
Well, we saw Adam Bettman on Saturday get a couple of penalties by reaching in, legitimate tripping, hooking penalties. I don't think that qualifies there.
Here's Dach. That is poked out by Byfield. Korzak can turn it up. Second rounder, the Vegas Golden Knights will drop it back to Dach. Dach will take a second look. Now to Zary. Cross ice, Millman. Pass low, trying to find Tomasino off his stick. Zary to Dach. The point. Now here's Millman. His shot gloved by Gauthier, partially blocked, and able to make that stop.
Mason Millman, a Philadelphia Flyers draft pick. Been a pretty good offensive player. Real good development with the Saginaw Spirit in the Ontario Hockey League. Teammate of Cole Perfetti and Tristan Lennox, the goaltender.
Here's Millman with it. Go across to Hunt. Now to Millman, left side. McMichael drops it back. Millman to Hunt. One-timer just wide of the net. Damon Hunt to the Moose Jaw Warriors, able to pinch in. Kept it in for a moment, and it cleared all the way down the ice by Byron. Millman. 30 seconds to go in the man advantage for Team White. McMichael. Hit on the boards. Get it to Hunt. He'll wait for McMichael. Will shoot it. Miss short side. They'll go off the glass and out. Might have a little bit of room. There was a little bit there. He just missed his spot.
Yeah, it's, you know, the players now, if they see the goaltender drop in that short side, they're looking for that spot now. And it's going to have to be an adjustment for goaltenders now because they look for it now. So if you want to give it to them, a lot of these players can hit that spot.
Here's Braden Schneider. Over to Robertson. One-timer and a pad save by Gauthier. Robertson pinching in. The penalty ends. Puck gets rimmed out and down. It'll be icing against Team Red. The only thing with the short side on that power play, if you try to go short side upstairs and you miss, that one hit the glass and went out in that case, but a lot of times it just goes around the glass and down the ice. And all you've done, if you miss, is you've iced the puck.
Okay, so let me just throw this little curveball at you.
Okay, please. Okay?
Would you rather a player not shoot to score?
I'd rather he hit the net.
Oh, okay.
How about that?
Okay, good rebuttal.
Yeah. Robertson with a shot. Pad saved by Gauthier. It's tied up. Oh, he had it under his pad. That went a little longer, though.
I guess you're always trying to balance out the risk reward, right?
Yes.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
Well, there's Robertson, a little stop up to create that lane and to back off the defender. It's a real smart play by Matthew Robertson.
Puck comes back to Byram. Left it on the boards. There's Mercer, and off the skate and right to Gauthier. And hit the skate of Beckman as he was going to the net.
And even defensively, you better be ready for the puck with Byram
Yeah.
and Drysdale, because they make those little quick plays, short plays that get you out of trouble. And if you're not ready for it, you just
That's right.
allow the opponent
Yep.
to stay in the offensive zone.
Puck shot into the white zone. Reese behind the net, he'll take a bump. Go back to Bork. Bork to the point, shot, tip, save, rebound, scores! A loose puck there just for a moment, and Jamison Reese able to put it home, get red on the board and cut White's lead to 2-1.
I've watched Jamison play for a number of years, and I can tell you this, he's always in the guts of the action. Doesn't matter defensively, offensively, in front of the net, establishes himself there. He's tenacious, he's a catalyst. He shows darn good hands there, bringing the puck forehand to backhand to beat Brent Brochu. But you don't ever have to look for Jamison Reese. Just look where the action is and look where it's critical and hard and important. He'll be there.
Reese, the Carolina draft pick, plays for the Sarnia Sting, and he gets red on the board. That goal coming at 7:18 of this second period. Sabrango. Cross to Harley. Get it in. Zeri for Tomasino. Out to Doc! Scores! Kirby Doc gets his second of the night, and White is up 3-1.
Okay, so we're into period number 2 of game number 2 between the red and white group. I can tell you right now, this line that has been put together, Kirby Doc, flanked on the right side by Philip Tomasino, on the left by Connor Zeri. Looking pretty darn good, isn't it?
33 seconds after the goal by Reese, Doc scores at 7:51. Yeah, that line's doing all right.
Well,
They got all 3 goals.
Well, Andre Jordan and the coaching staff, Mitch Love, Michael Dick, watching, hey, listen, as players, give the coaches reason for excitement and go, hey, we got something here, let's go.
They're doing okay. Sabrango shot tipped just wide of the net.
Good play by Zari, creating that turnover, getting right there on the puck. There he is again.
Harley pitching in, get in for a moment. Drysdale will get it out. Here's Sabrango. Now coming in, pass across, Jarvis scores! Wow! Seth Jarvis goes to the front of the net, gets rewarded with a pass, and that will make it 4-1 for Team White.
Were we talking at the end of the first period about making sure that players move the puck quickly? Well, this is a perfect example of great puck movement. You cannot be a fast team or a quick team if you don't move the puck quickly. Right there, what you saw was textbook of moving that puck, attacking, and being rewarded.
So Seth Jarvis of the Portland Winterhawks at 8:38 makes it 4-1 for Team White. Here's Poulin's shot, and that gets blocked by Cousins. That one hurt. Puck dished in front of the net, and then it gets smacked away. Now bringing it in, shot by Quinn, doesn't get through. Now his pass out into the slot area. Suzuki couldn't find the handle. There's Jarvis. Oh, through the middle, flying through there was Ryan Suzuki. Looking for the big hit. Schneider. Starting to see some hits.
There's another example.
Yep.
Moving that puck quickly. Braden Schneider jumping into that lane.
Now after it, Clark. Pardon me, Pelche. Behind the net to Bork. Bork trying to cycle. Will cycle it. to the side of the net there for Perfetti. Perfetti dropping it off to Barron. Barron gets checked, though, couldn't get the puck down low. It does come out. Gonsalves couldn't get a hold of it. And it gets shot back in. Robertson. Now out. Beckman. Will they just get it past O'Rourke? Rimmed around, Reese. Go across to O'Rourke. Got a Byfield. Byfield drops it. Reese to the middle. O'Rourke will shoot that off the stick of Harley. It was right in that shooting lane. It doesn't get on goal. Zary could get to it before O'Rourke. Harley across to Korzak. Unable to get it out. Here's Byfield. Leave the puck along the boards. Drysdale got it low. Krebs tried to center that. That's broken up. Through center ice, Tomasino will dump it in. Reese. Get it out to the neutral zone.
Andre Chardonnay during the week was talking to the players all the time in the offensive zone. Don't let them come out of their zone with an easy breakout. And so while Peyton Krebs is trying to make a play there, that's an example of what he doesn't want.
Puck on the end boards in the skates of Bowen Byram. Kirby Doc's got a couple of goals here to Jarvis. Back to the point. That gets turned over. Coming out through center. Reese could give it to Wright. Wright will shoot just over the net. Good opportunity there for Shane Wright. Lapierre out to Wright. Couldn't get a shot through, and the whistle goes slow to
Hunt went into the boards a little bit hard and trying to get back on his skates. Caught a leg. That's a really nice play by Shane Wright, because as he's moving here, he's looking for that little spot as Brochu goes to move, and he's trying to put it right there quick instead of trying to pull it all the way around. The ability to think quickly while you're in that type of speed and with that pace. A little example of the outstanding intelligence of Shane Wright. And Damon Hunt has to leave the ice here because of the whistle. Yeah. That's why the official came over.
Okay. Sabrango will get out onto the ice for Team White. Off the boards, Jarvis. He'll bring it out with McMichael. Pass to McMichael right in front of the net. Great stop by Gauthier with the left pad. Just got it down at the last second. Sabrango in from the point. Pass off the stick of Clark to McMichael in front of the net. And that one sent just wide. Here's Jarvis. Give it to Clark. Clark will shoot it off the glove of Gauthier. Loose puck, unable to cover it up. Pass out to Jarvis, broken up by Goalie. Sent off the boards and out. Some great opportunities there for Team White. Sabrango will shoot it in.
And this line again, Clark with McMichael and Jarvis creating another real good scoring chance off the quick movement of the puck. Defensive zone. Right up the ice.
Korzak spins off the check, lifts it high. Drysdale off the boards. Stay in. Here's Mercer. He'll let it go, and a glove save made by Gauthier as Mercer, quick little shot.
Well, a quick little turn and get yourself directed towards the net. Here's the play here. They whip it around. Jarvis to McMichael, back to Clark, drive in the middle, and forces Gauthier into another top-notch save.
Beckman just put it wide. Korzak will keep it in. Come around to Perfetti, and he can go all the way across to Drysdale. Drysdale dumps it in. Anaheim Duck first rounder.
What a nice play there by Caden Korzak. Sizes up the situation, knows where the pressure is. Harley gets to the spot. Out of your zone you come.
Pass by Mercer. Was trying to get it to Harley. Didn't get through, but now Harley with it. Harley to Korzak. He just exited the zone, so White will have to regroup. Thomas Harley across to Caden Korzak. Now just off the stick, and puck comes the other way for Team Red. Reese. In the corner for Suzuki. Gonsalves right there. Pelche will keep it in. Spence on the point. Mercer trying to get it out. Give it to Harley. Over to Korzak. Korzak go high in the air. Spence gloves it down. Dumps the puck right back in. Harley couldn't quite get it out. Bork keeps it in. Now pass to Beckman. Over his stick. Spence turns it right back up. Give it to Byram. Shoot it in for a shoe out of his net. To Matthew Robertson. Now to Doc to Zeri. Gauthier Rimmet knocked down by Zeri. Couldn't get it in front of the goal. Krebs taking it away. He'll drop it for Spence. Spence waits. Go over to Byram. Owen Byram will start up, give it to Spence. Spence at center ice, take a hit, but he's able to shoot it in. Sabrango. All right, to LaPierre. Or pardon me, to Tomasino up to center ice. Now off the stick of Zeri into the box, and we get the whistle. Ronnie James Dio by the music guy. I appreciate that. I hear that every night. Or in every rink. I'm just letting it breathe a little there, Craig. Just letting it breathe. That's good stuff. Here's Byfield. Now to Krebs. Put it across the line, it comes out. Caden Goalie. Krebs just off his stick, comes back out to the neutral zone. Goalie will bounce it in. Sabrango. Over to Matthew Robertson. Into the middle. Jarvis got it to the neutral zone right quickly the other way. He can drop it to Krebs. Krebs put it towards the net. Saved by Brochu there, jamming it. Bounced right through the crease. And there's a high sticking penalty of some sort. Do I see a penalty coming up? See referee Colin Watt going over, and yes, it is. High sticking penalty. Going to Matthew Robertson.
There it is, stick up. Oh yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Let me tell you that, Matthew Robertson's a big defenseman, but when you're high sticking Quentin Byfield, you got to get that stick way up.
Red, their second power play of the night. 0 for 1 with a man advantage. Off the draw, puck fired all the way down by Millman. O'Rourke. Get that all the way around. Drysdale. Now to Quinn. Quinn to Drysdale. Down low to Quinn. O'Rourke. Look at a pass. Perfetti shoots it. Blocked. The rebound. Stopped by Brochu. That was a pretty good stop. Puck comes up to the line. Drysdale. Out of O'Rourke. His pass went right through Perfetti.
I would tell any young defenseman tuning into these games, when you watch Jamie Drysdale deliver the puck, he doesn't deliver the puck when he has no more options. He gets you the puck where you have time and space to execute. At the right places at the right times. It's so important. A lot of defensemen want to hold the puck, and then when they don't have an option, they give it to you, but the other team has been able to read it. Jamie doesn't do that.
Lapierre to Bourque, back to Lapierre. Out of Spence, across. Byram will give it to Pelche, and it's too many men on the ice.
Yep, he engaged, Perfetti engaged, or Pelche engaged in the play before Lapierre was off the ice.
And all those guys on the white bench were doing nothing but helping.
Well, the linesman was right there. He
enough.
called it immediately. He was right there on it. You know, just quickly back to Jamie Drysdale. His agent, Jeff Jackson, and I have talked about this for a long time. He makes things look easy. You know, he can give you the flash and dash and the, you know, the exciting plays, but he really makes the game look easy.
One of the returning players is Jamie Drysdale. Had 3 points last year at the World Juniors. Here's the pass. And driving towards the net was Byram, but couldn't get the shot through. Not with Korzak right on him. We're 4-on-4 here for another 10 seconds. Harley will bring it in. That's offside.
There's Byram up the ice.
Oh, yeah.
Right back there. Yep.
First one back.
Well, and you know what? Like, hey, I got to get back there. Here I go. He has so much passion and enthusiasm for the game to go along with a tremendous skill level.
Yeah. Tomasino across ice. And now White on their fourth man advantage. They're 0 for 3. Sabrango.
Bowen Byram and Cale McCarr on the blue line for the Colorado Avalanche for years to come.
It's not bad.
No.
Here's Doc. Give it to Zeri. Back to Sabrango. To Millman. Millman will fake the shot to Sabrango. He'll go all the way across, but it was just a little bit in behind. And the puck gets cleared out and down the ice. Millman will bring it out. Bumps it back to Sabrango. Now it goes to Zeri over for Doc. Sabrango. Millman. For something to open up. Drops the puck. Zeri to Millman. Sabrango. Shot off a leg, goes wide. Millman put it to the middle, and that'll get shot down the ice. Sabrango, maybe opportunity for one last rush. Pass over to McMichael. Sabrango to Hunt. Back to the point, shot by Clark. And that goes wide. So the penalty, I think, just came to an end, but 4-1 for Team White here after 2 periods. And Craig, what did you see in that period?
Well, the DZT line.
Yeah.
Doc, Zari, Tomasino took it over. They were terrific. And we talk about, you know, trying to, you know, show what you're capable of doing, giving the coaches confidence. Hey, this is what we got here. They're looking at trying to get players into positions where they can be at their very best. And with players that can bring out the best in one another. I think that Tomasino, Doc, and Zari certainly demonstrated all that and more.
Yeah, it's every time they were on the ice, they were buzzing around the opposition net. We're going to take a break. We got nothing for you in the intermissions, but we will have something for you in the third period.
Stop for a second. We're going to have something for you on Twitter. Ryan Rashog.
We're doing that again? All right.
What do you mean we're doing it again?
We're doing it again.
So,
well, Rashog's ability
at Ryan Rashog. Look for his Twitter hit.
Okay.
That's where we're going to get it from, and we're going to give you a summary of the second period.
He did an incredible job with the camera work, so we're looking forward to that too. So we will see you on this platform at the third period on Twitter very soon. Great to have you back. We're going to do the third period. Why not?
We are.
Cam's
relief for everybody tuning in. We went to get a coffee down in the offices.
I didn't think we'd make it.
And he really did. Merrick Sutter had to come down to kind of help out a little bit and calm Cam down. But
talk me off the ledge.
He's ready now.
And I'm not even having a coffee like that. That was me trying to take care of you as best I could. And we did make it back. All right. We get set for the third period. Team White up 4-1.
Couple of things to point out for Team White. Dylan Cousins blocked the shot, is not on the bench here to begin the third period. Brayden Schneider did not see what had happened to him. He was not on the ice during the latter portion of the second period and is not on the bench here to begin the third period. So saw a couple of injuries from the game Saturday night with Cole Schwint and with Tyson Forster. They were not participating tonight, so a couple more players that have found an inability to finish the game. Hopefully nothing too serious. We'll try to update you if we get any information.
Team White's bench a little lighter now. Here's Gauthier out to play it.
So what does that mean? That Team Red's going to have to deal with Doc, Tomasino, and Zari now?
Maybe more. Cormier will go across the bear and he'll get it out. I'm pretty sure Team Red doesn't want, that'll be icing. It doesn't want to deal with that any more than they have to. That line has been just outstanding here.
It really has, but you know, Seth Jarvis scores a goal. You know, Dawson Mercer has been terrific in my view through 5 periods. You know, Connor McMichael, a returning player, you know, really strong. Graham Clark, I mean, you start to see players really start to assert themselves and really show what their capabilities are. That certainly is a positive.
Here's McMichael, quick shot, the save by Gauthier covered it up. Mercer wins that draw, nice.
So there's Mercer, plays right wing, he plays center, he plays left wing, he kills penalties, plays on the power play, back checks, forward checks, scores goals, makes plays. What's not to like?
Everything's likable. Very likable for the New Jersey Devil first rounder. Plays with the Chicoutimi Saguenay.
Have you ever been to Newfoundland?
I have not.
Okay.
Been to a lot of the glove ahead pass. I've been to Nova Scotia and PEI, and those are wonderful places, but I have not been to Newfoundland.
So it's the Rock.
Yeah.
Well, Dawson Mercer will be a rock for Team Canada at the World Junior Hockey Champ. He will be. And, you know, they kiss the cod out in Newfoundland when you get your honorary citizenship.
Is that right?
Dawson Mercer's the type of player that coaches like to kiss because they appreciate him so much.
Well, Mercer able to keep that in. Jarvis, then the bad angle shot off the outside of the net. Poulin up to Krebs. He'll come out. Krebs goes cross ice to Byfield. It'll get to Krebs, put it in front of the net, and Millman able to get it out of harm's way. Drysdale, snapshot. Brochu steers it aside. Pass out to Krebs, hits a stick, goes to the point. Drysdale hammers it on net, and that's a blocker save. Jarvis will get it out. O'Rourke's got to go back. Now O'Rourke up to Krebs. Out of Reese, off the linesman and towards the goaltender, Brochu.
And a real opportunity for the offensive players. Here's Byram.
Yep. Doing what he does. He'll pass in front, scores! Jamison Reese off the back door. What a setup by Byram. And Red cuts the White lead to 4-2.
Well, when you watch him, he's moving left to right, and then he just freezes everybody, comes right back, and there's Jamison Reese. Look at how he unchecks himself. That is a thing of beauty by Bowen Byram. But Jamison Reese with the outstanding read, understanding, hey, wait a sec. I see whose puck that stick is on. I got to get over here and get open. Bowen Byram. Jamison Reese with both goals here for Team Red.
2:02 time of that goal for Team Red. As Bowen Byram just casually makes a perfect play off the back door, and Reese puts it home.
You know, with only 3 lines for Team White, I was going to make this point with some of the injuries, is that now you're rolling 3 lines. So for the players, you know, trying to find their way and trying to show, you're going to have greater opportunity here. Take advantage.
Here's Byram keeping it in. Give it to Suzuki in front. Scores! Wow. Perfect pass in front of the net. Is that Quinn going to the front of the net, putting that home? And now it's 4-3 as White's lead has shrunk.
Yeah, that's a really nice play. And Jack Quinn, who's a superb goal scorer, but that play by Bowen Byram under pressure at the blue line by Kirby Doc, and then Suzuki, and you watch how Jack Quinn gets his hands ready. That's why he scored 52 for Ottawa 67s last year.
36 seconds after the goal by Reese, Jack Quinn makes it a 4-3 game. Right in on the forecheck. Pelche let it go from the wing. There was traffic in front of the net. Jammed up top of the circle. Mercer will get it out to Jarvis.
And Bowen Byram, another example. Doesn't matter where he is on the ice. Just assume that he's going to get the puck on your stick. There he is under pressure inside the blue line in the offensive zone. Ryan Suzuki's ready. And there, sure enough, here comes the puck. Puck's in the net after a great setup by Suzuki to Jack Quinn.
In the neutral zone, Mercer gloves it down. His pass off a stick. Puck gets dumped in, so Robertson up to Beckman. Get it to the line. That gets kept in though. Pelche put it cross corner to center ice. Gonsalves, he'll shoot it in. Red with a couple of quick goals here in the third. Jamison Reese and Jack Quinn, 36 seconds apart. Clark. Now Adam Beckman, the corner. The puck comes loose. Poulin wedged off of it. Pass off the stick of Sabrango, and Byfield a little behind the net. Byfield to the point for O'Rourke. Back to Byfield. Well, drop it. Poulin gave it to O'Rourke, pass into the middle. Gonsalves through the middle and able to get that down the ice.
Nice play by Gonsalves, but again, the coaching staff, get the puck below. Don't let them get out of pressure or allow them to have easy exits.
Here's Zeri. We'll give it to Tomasino. He'll go to put it towards the net. That's off his stick and out of play. The intensity level went up. A couple of quick goals. You get a close game, and now the whole thing goes up a little bit, which is good.
Well, every team has players you look to be a catalyst, to initiate things. There's no question Bowen Byram is that player here. But, you know, in these moments, it's just another example of, you know, the depth of talent they have that, you know, Bowen Byram, who very well could be challenging for a spot in the NHL, but here he is taking the initiative. And, you know, one of the things, too, with Michael Dick and Jason LaBarbera being in isolation for a period of time, you know, some of the older players.
Here's Byram, shot, and the rebound. Brochu caught them both and kept it out, but, yeah. Hey, the guy, he's everywhere tonight.
Yeah, well, there it is, right?
There it is.
I mean, so you got Kirby Doc on the one side, Bowen Byram over here. They're just driving their team's play. But, you know, one of the other things, too, that some of the returning players, key players, Kirby Doc, not a returning player, but certainly an important one, you know, Dylan Cousins, Bowen Byram, Jamie Drysdale, you know, you need to be real significant leaders in the absence of Michael Dick and Jason LaBarbera right now. Take the reins, you know, do the things. Make sure that you're ensuring that other players are receiving the message. Be a little bit of a coach from your experience. You know, that's going to be important, you know, for them as well in terms of leadership.
Reese.
And they're capable.
Yep, for sure they are. To Barron, he'll shoot it in. Off the stick of Korzak. Reese from the angle, and Brochu able to hold on to that. Jamison Reese, who's looking for the hat-trick goal. And drill that on net.
There's certain, you know this, and there's players that you just gush about, that you just, no matter when you watch them play, you're impressed with them and how they play and competitively. And the way I would describe Jamison is he gets everything out of his abilities. He doesn't leave you short. He's committed. He's invested. Just love the way he plays and approaches the game.
Here's Cormier, he'll snap it on net. Brochu with the save. As there was traffic in front of the net, Poulin was in front of the net, may have got his stick on it.
But another good example, Brochu doesn't stay deep in the net. He gets out, so even though that puck gets deflected, there's nowhere for it to go. It's nowhere for it to go. If he's deeper in the net, you know, the puck deflects up, it hits somebody, it goes in the net. He shuts it right down.
Lapierre trying to kick it back, but he got spun around, and Beckman will get the puck out. Pass off the stick of Clark. Along the boards it comes free. Clark with it. They'll go behind the net. Clark forced by Cormier up the boards. Back to Hunt. He'll shoot it wide. Millman in from the point to keep it in. Beckman, his shot blocked. Cormier hits Beckman with it. Cormier gets it back though. Cormier gets it out. Millman's pass goes into his own end, so Brochu quick up with it to Doc. Go into the corner with Drysdale on him.
Jamie Drysdale's 5'11", Kirby Doc 6'5". You want to know how to play defense? Doesn't matter how tall you are when you have leverage. Jamie Drysdale just exhibited it perfectly.
Smart. Gonna get it back to the point for O'Rourke. He'll shoot it, tipped on net. The pad save by Brochu. Stepping out from behind the net. It'll come back to the point for O'Rourke. Now to Drysdale. His shot, the glove save made by Brochu. He's going to hold on to it.
You know, we've talked about Brett Brochu, you know, in this game. The other thing, when we talk about composure, it's also reading the game. Understanding, hey, wait a second, I need to stop the play here. We need to get a little bit settled. It gives our coach a chance to get other players out on the ice. You got to read those ebbs and flows, and Brett Brochu has demonstrated that very well also.
Korzak to Tomasino, now up to Doc. Doc, bad angle shot off the stick of O'Rourke and out of play.
That's a good play by Ryan O'Rourke.
Yep.
You know, Kirby Doc, because of his size and his length on the stick, he can change an angle on you really quick, and you might be in on his body, but if you're not in on the stick, he's still going to get that shot off. Ryan O'Rourke does a really good job of keeping that stick right in an area where he can deflect that puck out of harm's way.
Doc gets the draw back to Korzak. Was in behind the net. Sorry after it, but Spence off the boards and down the ice, won't be icing, so Brochu can set the puck for Korzak. Good move by Korzak to get the puck on the right wing. Doc gets it away from Byfield, got it to the blue line, but that's it. Reese, pass for Krebs. Now to Byfield to get it, trying to get it down to Krebs. That goes off the stick of Harley. Puck comes free. Here's Krebs to the point. Spence to Reese. He shoots, just missed on the glove side. Reese off the back of the goal. Goalie, chop it up. It gets into the air and loose puck to Krebs. Off a skate, walking in, shot wide of the net as Spence let that go and it just hit a skate. Here's Goalie keeping it in. Goalie, his shot, that goes wide. Zary couldn't get it out, puck to the blue line. Spence winds up, shoots it, blocker save made by Brochu. Korzak getting it out and down the ice. Icing. Team White was, they're getting tired. That line wanted off the ice.
I really, really like the way Team Red here has pushed it. You know, they're down 4-1 coming into the third period, but they have not laid down. They have really pushed it. Andre Tournier, coaching the white team, takes the time out to give him a little bit of a breather because he can't change the lines. But Team Red has really initiated a lot of good, assertive play in this third period, and right from the drop of the puck.
Well, Jamison Reese scored at 2:02, Jack Quinn at 2:38. The 4-1 lead shrinks to 4-3. Red has been pushing the pace here in the third period. These two teams, they're going to go at it again on Tuesday. Is it 10 o'clock?
10 a.m. Mountain Time, 12 noon Eastern. 9 o'clock if you're on the Pacific Coast.
That's right. So if you're at work, just put it on the computer.
And I don't want to forget about our friends in the Central Time Zone, so it'll be 11 a.m. in the Central Time Zone.
Well, you talked about Newfoundland. What would it be there?
Well, you tell me.
I don't know.
1:30 p.m.
Wow. Okay. 1:30 p.m.
1 p.m. in Halifax if you want to tune in and watch Justin Barron.
All right. Jarvis after the corner. Cormier on him. That comes loose. Right with it. We'll bring it out for Team Red. Dump it in. Mercer slides it behind the net. Harley got it to the corner. Comes back to the point. Cormier, his pass that gets picked off. Jarvis got caught though by Suzuki. They give it to Byram.
You know what this period has been about? Like when Byram's on the ice, the puck is his. And then when he leaves the ice, he lets everybody else have a chance to have the puck.
Here's Suzuki's shot. He glanced off the pad of the goaltender Brochu. Yeah, it has been his puck a lot when he's out there. McMichael, penalty coming up to Team Red. Now Damon Hunt will go towards the net. He'll drive it on goal. Gauthier the save, but he got spun around. Puck comes out, Clark. His shot doesn't get through, and now touched by Team Red. And Team White's about to go on the power play. Be their fifth. 0 for 4. I don't know if they're just trying to figure out who it was. Oh, it will be Ryan Suzuki going to the box. So White with a man advantage. Gonsalves to take the draw. It's Lapierre. Fired down the ice. Brochu. Leave it for Damon Hunt. He'll bolt that back, but get it back. Over the line to Clark. Cross ice pass, didn't get across. Hunt will shoot it, and the glove save made by Gauthier. Saw it the whole way.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. All right.
So if you're Team White here, and you know, you try to talk about keeping control of the game, managing the game, you get an opportunity on the power play here. You've kind of been spending a lot of time in your own zone. This is a chance not only to stem that tide, but to give yourself a little bit of breathing room with a goal.
And they got Doc, Zeri, and Tomasino out on the ice right now. Zeri with it in the neutral zone. Back to the point. High riser by Robertson over the net. Tomasino. Keep it in. We'll give it to Zeri. Cross ice. Sabrango. To Doc, to Sabrango. Now to Tomasino. He'll shoot it. That one blocked. Loose puck. Bork on the end boards. Kirby Doc right on him. Comes loose and Wright unable to get it out. It's kept in. Doc behind the net. To Zeri. To the point for Tomasino. Give it to Doc behind the net. Doc to Zeri, and the save made by Gauthier. Doc was waiting for that that passing lane to open up, and it did for a second, and he got it to Connor Zeri.
Well, it's really good, perfect play too, because Connor Zeri gets himself open. He keeps slide, and then here comes the puck. He doesn't move too far where Bork can get on his stick. He just frees it up, and here it comes. I mean, Doc's going to time that perfectly. All Zari had to do was give himself, show him the stick, and it's going to be right on it. Good save by Taylor Gauthier.
Harley with the puck. Thomas Harley, cross to Korzak. His shot off the stick of Jarvis and went wide. McMichael To the point for Harley. Now over to Korzak. He'll shoot it. Pad save made by Gauthier. McMichael to Harley. Over to Korzak. Korzak had it off the end of his stick, so Byfield's able to get it out. McMichael with Mercer and Jarvis. Couldn't get through the middle. Krebs smacked away from him. Byfield able to get it out. Penalty over, White 0 for 5. The man advantage. Here's Hunt up to Jarvis. Kick it out to the neutral zone. O'Rourke to Drysdale. He'll get it out. Harley back into his own end. Perfetti right on him. Puck comes free. Perfetti through the middle. Shoots just wide of the net. Chance there for Perfetti. Right to Lapierre behind the net. Puck comes loose. Adam Beckman. He poked off his stick. Right. Go across. Trip by Doc on Drysdale, and Doc's about to go to the penalty box.
It goes without saying that is not a good penalty by Kirby Doc, but what a nice little play here by Drysdale. He realizes he's not going to be able to stick handle around Doc. He just flips it and keeps skating. You see when you're at that distance, he doesn't get too close where Doc can rub him out. He really puts Doc into a vulnerable spot. And now the Red have a chance to even it up here on the power play.
Their third power play, they're 0 for 2. Spence. Work it over to Byram. Side of the net, pass, and Poulin put it right on net, and Brochu with the save.
Nice.
Reese. Yeah, goal batted out of the air by Poulin.
Two nice plays by Reese.
Another stop by Brochu. Byram had that puck hop on him. Zeri trying to get it out. Millman didn't get a lot on it. The puck will now get between the defensemen and get out.
So Byram stayed on the puck, and then Jamison Reese gets right over there again to keep the puck alive before they got it out. Again, engaged on the play. Just move on. Next play, what do we got to do? Thinking fast, being on it. Jamison Reese has been excellent in this game as well.
Harley will get it the length of the ice. Spence.
And so let me just take you into a little bit here with Jordan Spence, a really good offensive player. And, you know, his ability to make this team is going to be on his offense, helping the power play, running the power play. Somebody might be saying, why isn't Drysdale out there? Because they want to give Jordan Spence an opportunity to show what he's capable of and give him every opportunity to display his attributes. And so this is an opportunity for Jordan to show what he's got.
LA King draft pick. To go off his stick. Quinn will keep it in. Spence chops it down. Setting things up, got the puck in the corner. Byram waiting for something. Gets it out, the shot, the save made by Brochu as Quinn let it go. Korzak trying to get it free. He does.
Nice play by Caden Korzak.
Here's Mercer as the penalty expires.
There's Paul Byram all the way back.
Oh yeah. Byram will set it up in behind his net. Drop it off for Barron. Justin Barron, Colorado Avalanche draft. Pass to Byfield. He'll bring it in. Byfield throws on the brakes. His pass, and Krebs just put it wide. Krebs stays with it. Out of Perfetti. Tripped up by Sabrango. Beckman gets it off the boards and out. Turned right back in. Perfetti. Perfetti over to Krebs. It was a little far. Puck cleared out. Here's Beckman. A breakaway. Beckman shoots the stop made by Gauthier. Off of Beckman, who tried to go 5-hole. unable to sneak it through. Robertson. Pass to Beckman, just off his stick.
Taylor Gauthier with a really good, steady, solid play there. Doesn't commit, doesn't open up. And
here's O'Rourke. He'll shoot it wide. Saved by Gauthier. Gives him a chance here. Just down by one. Red's been pressing throughout the third. Sit in front of the net off the stick of Brochu. Skating out, Kirby Doc. Doc, nice little move. Then he gets the hip check. Skating across there. It was O'Rourke, got the hip in on Doc. O'Rourke up to right. Right, now to LaPierre. That gets taken away. Harley.
that play by Shane Wright. He opens up the defenseman and just a little nifty backhand pass to LaPierre, swinging through the middle there. Timing, pace, you're thinking, it's right there. That Kirby Doc, it looked like he was going to slither through there. And at the last second there, here comes the hip.
O'Rourke just got enough.
We don't see that very often.
You really
do we?
don't. Old school hip check on Doc. Long pass, just over the stick of Poulin. Poulin had it hit Harley and go out of play. Thomas Harley, interesting that he is from New York, just outside of Syracuse, but Canadian, both his parents from Edmonton. His father, Brian Harley, former goaltender with the St. Albert Saints in the Alberta Junior Hockey League in 87-88. He had the best goals against average in the IIHF.
So riddle me this.
Okay.
How come his son didn't become a goaltender?
Well, I don't know. We're going to have to talk to Brian. Brian is an orthopedic surgeon in Syracuse. And he played after the St. Albert Saints, played for the University of Alberta Golden Bears. Go Bears. One of the teams we will see with the U Sport games with UFC, Mount Royal, and University of Alberta taking on Team Canada. Here's Mercer. Mercer, bad angle shot. This save by Gauthier. Holds on to it. Mercer made a little something out of not much.
Well, Thomas Harley, you're just back to him. I mean, just a superb skater. Here's Mercer coming out the corner and tries to sneak one short side behind Taylor Gauthier, but Taylor Gauthier says, you might have thought you saw something, but there was nothing really. But, you know, Thomas is a superb skater, played the one game for the Dallas Stars in the return to play. You know, but just being around that run, you know, that's another part of development, watching how you prepare. And, you know, you look at those defensemen on the Dallas Stars that, you know, were so good for them going through. I mean, what a way to watch. You know, Klingberg is different than Heiskanen, who was different than Lindell. And I mean, it's just phenomenal to watch how they play. And
looks like Gauthier's to the bench. We're going to go 6-on-5 as we're down to it. Byfield to take the draw.
That should be a penalty on Gonsalves for using his glove on the face-off.
Double IIHF rule.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Centering pass by Krebs, doesn't get through. Kept in by Cormier.
They called it last night at the Saturday night game on Ryan Suzuki.
Yep.
They missed it there.
Clark will shoot, score, get the empty netter as Graham Clark, the New Jersey Devil draft pick, gives it a 5-3 lead for Team White.
Yeah. From the other side of the red line. But Graham Clark knows how to get the puck in the net from a lot of different spots on the ice. And I should say it appeared that they missed it. We didn't get a replay, but it appeared they missed it on that hand play off the face-off.
Pass in behind, and on the right wing, Tomasino will shoot it in. Pass to Krebs. Goaltender going to the bench again. Krebs. Give it to Quinn. Now to Barron. That gets taken away. The shot for the empty net, and that one gets fired in as well. That's from long ways out. Hey, you're already up by a couple. Connor Zary gets the empty netter.
A little play inside there, just pick your spot. Practicing the 2-goal lead empty net shot from your own zone.
So Zary at 19:30. Pass across. Jarvis shot, the save made by Gauthier. That gets sent into the Team Red bench. Team White's about to win their second straight here. Red gave it a good go though in the third period. They pushed hard.
They absolutely did, and they, after arriving in Red Deer a week ago, for the most part, most of the players did. They're going to get a day off on Monday, and it's a well-deserved day off. You think about, the 2 days, taking in a lot of information, and the enthusiasm of getting back and playing, and it'll be a really good physical and mental break for the group.
Yeah, they've been going hard since they got here. It's a long camp. Tournament starts on Christmas Day. One gets shot out. That's it. Team White will win 6-3 over Team Red. They'll get tomorrow off. Then it's Tuesday morning back here at the Western Park Centrium in Red Deer for the third of 3 of the intra-squad games. But yeah, they got a little light on the bench for Team White, but they were able to hold off Team Red in the third period. Craig, it was a good competitive game again tonight.
No question about it. And 4-1 coming into the third period for Team White, and the Reds scored early in the third period twice. And really carried a lot of play. It seemed that once they took that penalty and White got on the power play, they weren't able to sustain the same type of not intensity, but pressure on the White. And Brett Brochu, 4.5 periods, really impressed.
Yeah, he was pretty good. He had to deal with 15 shots from Team Red in that third period, so he was busy. Well, Craig, again, it's just nothing but fun working with you up here, so I've quite enjoyed it.
Likewise.
I look forward to Tuesday. That's when we're back, Tuesday morning, 10 o'clock Mountain Time. Apparently that's 1:30 in Newfoundland.
It is, not apparently, it is.
That's what I just found out. And, we're looking forward to it, so we'll see you Tuesday morning, 10 a.m. Mountain, same 2 teams. Thank you.